Errol, the true Spence, the big fish. He lets the world know. Oh yeah, this time I'm back. I feel better than ever. And I'm going to stop Manny Pacquiao. And then after that, I'm coming across the street to see Bud Crawford. Now, before we get into this next video, make sure that you like the video and sub to the channel if you're not already a subscriber to the channel. Yeah, Errol, the true Spence, the big fish, and shout out to Barbershop Conversations. Errol, the true Spence, he popped up in the barbershop unexpectedly last night. And EJ, man, he talked about a lot. He talked about a whole lot. But one thing that he wanted to let everybody know is how he moving, how he's feeling now, and what his next moves are after this Manny Pacquiao fight. And he talked about the Manny Pacquiao fight. And EJ wanted to let everybody know that now that he back with Blu-ray, he's different now. He said, for that Danny Garcia fight, he admitted, he was like, I wouldn't write in that fight. He was like, it was so much shit going on with me, I could write a book. He said, but now I'm back to 110%. He says, I feel great. He let the world know that he's walking around at 158. Now, before he said he was walking around sometimes at 185 pounds. Now, imagine that. Training camp don't even start for him till June the 21st. They don't even get into full training camp until the 21st of June. And the man is already walking around at 158 pounds in tip-top condition. You know what I'm saying? In tip-top condition. Now, he let the world know that now, that he is working with Blu-ray. He's doing certain things to get him back to that nigga with the shag. He said he feeling like the nigga with the shag again. He's doing a lot of lower back strength and conditioning workouts, ab workouts, lower body workouts. And he said, the difference is when he working with Blu-ray is that he's just powerful. He gets stronger and stronger, and he feeling like that nigga with the shag again. But he wanted to let Manny Pacquiao know, yeah, I'm going in there and I'm stopping Manny Pacquiao. I'm going in there, I'm getting back to the old me, and I'm going to stop Manny Pacquiao. And then after I stop Manny Pacquiao, I'm going across the street and I'm going to see what Bud Crawford is talking about. He said, I'm going across the street and I'm going to see what Bud Crawford is talking about, because he said, that's a fight that I've been wanting. He said he want to fight. Let's see what it is. He said, but Bud is saying that he don't want to fight. He keep making it adamant that he don't want to fight. So he said, he gonna go across the street and see what Bud Crawford is talking about. But if he ain't talking about nothing, he said he gonna move up to 154. And whoever got the belts at 154, they gotta move over. You dig what I'm saying? So he gonna make his rounds. So wherever he land at, he said, somebody gonna get ran through. Now, he was asked the question, well, we all know that Jermell Charlo probably is going to be the undisputed at 154. So he was asked the question, like, when he moves up to 154, is Jermell Charlo going to move up to 160? And he was like, he don't really know. He ain't talked about that, but he says that he does know one thing is when he move up, he going straight after the title, because he will be, he'll be at least a 3-belt champion at 147 pounds. So when he move up, he get an automatic shot of whoever holding the belt or belts, right? So, I don't know if it'll be Jermell Charlo, but he said after Manny Pacquiao, he got one more fight at 147, and he looking for that to be Bud Crawford, of course, to give him undisputed. But if Bud is adamant on he don't want to fight, he not gonna fight him, he said, well, then he gonna move on, But he definitely wanted to let everybody know that he a different animal and he a different beast. He back to that old EJ. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that was running through Chris Algieri and Leonard Bondu and Kell Brook. He back to that. He back to that EJ. He also said that, not only does he have Blu-ray Fitness back in his corner and they working every day real hard, he says that he's actually bringing in a nutritionist real soon. So, I mean, he's taking it real serious now. He not cutting no corners, and he taking his career back over and being the dog, the man down specialist like we was accustomed to seeing him be. And it take a real man to admit, like, yeah, I wasn't right in that Danny Garcia fight, but he wanted to let everybody know I was good enough, and I knew that I wasn't right, but I knew I was going to be good enough to beat Danny Garcia, just for the simple fact is that Danny Garcia, he pretty much lets you fight at whatever pace you want to fight at, If you want to fight at a fast pace, he gonna let you do it. And he says Danny Garcia don't really switch gears like that. Danny Garcia fights at the same pace, so he knew that he had enough of what it took to go in there and beat Danny Garcia, even though he wasn't 100%. He says he was probably like around 75-80% at the most. That's all in the past. Right now we want to focus on Manny Pacquiao. And his full attention is focused on Manny Pacquiao, but he got Bud in his sights, in the future, and he let that shit be known. And I'm gonna just play a clip right here of what he had to say about the fight, or a future fight, between him and Bud Crawford, Terence Crawford, on Barbershop Conversations with Fred and DB.
So once you collect this third belt, is there a possibility that you and Terence will get a chance to fight? And then you move up after that, or what's the next play?
Oh, man, I'm just doing it day by day. After I get, the belt for Pat, I didn't even know I heard, somebody told me that they reinstated them, but I didn't hear that. So it's news to me, you saying they reinstated them. So once I get that belt, like I told Al, I want that fight with Crawford, but, if it don't happen, then, I'll probably just move up or something. I'm not going to waste my time, trying to fight somebody who they don't have any interest anymore. He don't want to fight me anymore or something like that. But with Manny Pacquiao, they want to fight him for 4 or 5 years, but, he still wanted to fight Pacquiao. So I don't, I don't get it. But, if I don't get that fight, I'll probably move up. Probably most likely 2 more fights. That's that fight Pacquiao. You say he had WA belt, so after I take that, then I'm gonna go across the street and see what they talking about. They're not talking about nothing. I'm going up to 54.
So yeah, you heard what the man said. He going across. After he stopped Manny Pacquiao, he going across the street to see what Terence Crawford talking about, just like I said. But he said, he ain't finna be no fool like Terence Crawford. And he did say fool, but I'm just paraphrasing. He not finna do all that shit that Terence Crawford was doing, chasing a man for 5 years and not getting a fight. He not finna waste his whole career on chasing Bud Crawford if Bud is saying that he don't want to fight. So he letting y'all know, don't come with this bullshit. He going over there to see what's happening with Bud Crawford, or wherever he got to go. We don't know what Bud Crawford's going to be. We don't know if Terence Crawford is going to stay at top rank. We don't know if Terence Crawford going to go with DAZN or Golden Boy, or try to go over and fuck with Triller or MTK, or, shit. We hoping that Terence Crawford go and fuck with Al Heyman. You feel me? So he can move around and do what the fuck he want to do. And if he does fuck with Al Heyman, we know that Terence Crawford wants to smoke with Errol Spence. But for right now, we got to take a man for what he say. And Terence Crawford say he don't want that fight. So EJ is letting you know, if he stick to, I don't want to fight him and I'm not fighting him, well, he not going to chase Terence Crawford for 5 years like Terence Crawford did, looking like a complete fucking, looking silly and shit, chasing Manny Pacquiao for 5+ years. He not finna waste his career chasing around Bud Crawford. When he got other things to do, he gonna move up and he gonna take over the 154-pound weight division. You feel me? So he letting y'all know once again what he gonna do. And see, Errol Spence is one of the only men in boxing that said what he was gonna do years and years ago. This man put down, his road path about 5 or 6 years ago. He told us exactly what he wanted to do, who he wanted to fight, And up until now, he's done every single thing that he said he wanted to do, except for face Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, but he talked about Keith Thurman, and he said he not fucking with Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman don't get no chance. So he letting y'all know exactly what he gonna do. So I don't want to see no motherfucking videos popping up. I don't want to see y'all motherfucking haters in my comment talking about, oh, he ducking Bud and he this and that. No, he telling y'all exactly what he gonna do. And it's up to Bud if he really want to fight. You feel me? Because he said he going to hunt down Bud Crawford. Step to that man and find out if he want to smoke or not. But if he don't want to smoke, I'm not going to waste no 5 or 6 years just waiting around, wasting my career on you. I got bigger and better things that I'm going to do. But yeah, man, EJ is back. I'm glad to hear that he feeling back to 110%, which we haven't seen him, like this in years. And he ready to fuck shit up. Like, he ready for full destruction. He ready to really get it popping. And he letting everybody know that nigga with the shag is back. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this. Leave a comment in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. I'm gone.